Trust in your plans. Trust in your process.
Hey, welcome to their podcast. It's a special edition episode.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your favorite host, Jerry, aka the Same Dream Kid.
Pastor Wandile right here.
And I'm going to let him introduce our special guest because it's Pastor.
Joyful greetings. And just before the guest introduce herself, please don't forget to like, share, comment. Do the good stuff. And shout out to the Bad Bistro. We're not at the Bad Bistro today. We at my crib.
Yeah, we're in the comfort of the Mzimela.
So we're doing it from home, and it's we're trying new setups as well, and everything. But God with us, in Jesus' name. So, this is my beautiful wife.
Finally,
Let's go. Well, we finally got her on camera. She agreed somehow. I don't know what I did right today.
You agreeing that right?
But you can go ahead and introduce yourself, my love.
My love. Thank you. Thank you to the Third Ways family for having me. My name is Nolundi Mzimela. I so happen to be Pastor Mzimela's wife. I'm excited to be here, and yes, thank you for having me.
Okay, all right. Yeah, she's beautiful, I know.
Aha!
I would like to know. I mean, like, I'm sure everybody's wondering, how did this happen, though? Like, how did you guys end up?
The Big Bang Theory.
I'd let. Do you wanna go into that?
You should go on that.
Really, no. And the reason why I'm saying I think he should is because he had like intentions for me before even I knew that he had intentions for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's a really long story.
Really long.
It comes from too far back, but
2000
for
and
me,
2009.
9.
No, the first time you saw me was in 2000. That doesn't count.
You were too young then.
No, it doesn't count. Doesn't count.
2011 would be like the most precise time where I actually saw her. Like, because I saw her. 2009 I saw her. But I didn't know who she was. You get. But
2009, sir.
Yeah,
2009.
We met at he first saw me. We were having an inter-school tournament at his school, at his high school.
Wait, sir, you didn't tell me about that part. You started from the church part when you
because that's the important part. There's a pre. We were still kids by then when I saw her for the first time. The inter-school.
And that time you were like, cling, or you just like, oh well.
At that time it was like, you get like, oh, that's a beautiful girl, And then when I saw her again officially was in 2011.
2011
in Park Street, the church. We have the church, and she was there, and then she had that bossy like walk going on, and I'm like, what? That can't be for me. But so I saw her then, and then that's not when we actually officially started. We just saw her. I already liked her. I already knew, I saw that, she had like all the qualities I needed in a woman, the wife, whatever you get. 2011. By that time we were in still high school or something.
Yeah, was in high school.
Still high school, yeah. But that's another story. But she was just ahead of her time. You get maturity wise, mentally. She just had it all. You get very beautiful, very young, very agile, very committed to the Lord. I think that's also was a big attracting factor. She was very committed to God, and the system, the church. She was available for God any day, all day. So and then it moves on from that time to about Because then when 2011, I joined the youth. She was also part of the youth. Became part of the leadership.
Yeah.
I became first, or you joined in after. But I don't know.
I don't remember.
The order,
Yeah.
But we both ended up as leaders. Yeah.
No, I can't remember as
but
well.
we both became leaders, and our story is usually cut short when it begins the rocky phase of our spiritual lives and everything. But it actually starts from then. You get, so that time we were friends. I already knew that, okay, I gotta know her. Gotta get to know her.
Friends, brothers in Christ.
You disagree.
Brothers in Christ.
So I already knew, and then we became friends, and then a couple of years passed. We were still close, talked about everything, and I think the benefit of our relationship was the fact that we were friends before actually. First. You get, so there are things about her I knew, and she actually opened up to me that she wouldn't have opened up if I already brought the intention.
Or was a prospective partner, yes.
Having other
Yes,
intentions.
I'm here for a relationship, or I'm here to marry you. You get. She would have hid all of that information and all the
packaged myself
and put it correctly. And I think, just to deviate a bit, I think that's where also now courtship for marriage is important. Because now that's where you get to understand the person you're gonna be with. For me, that was our courtship.
I think also from your point, you're saying that friendship was a benefit, but you're saying courtship is also a benefit from that point of view.
It is, it is.
But don't you think people kind of like play the front card if they're in courtship because they're trying to get?
They do.
Yeah, I've got mixed opinions on that.
Why? Because I feel like it's
because I mean, for us it was slightly different because it was a friendship. And a friendship has like no limitations in terms of if I'm comfortable with you as a friend, I tell you everything and anything. Yeah. Like even if it involves quote and unquote other so not cute looking things in my life, right? And then with courtship, I still can package. I know girls can still package themselves even in courtship. And sort of present what they want to present, because you guys are not meeting on a daily basis and it's just the two of you. There are some characteristics that will be packaged in courtship that you might only really get to see when you are married and in the house, and you get to see, well, oh, okay, she has, but courtship is good. Yeah, so this is why I say I've got mixed feelings on it. But ultimately, it's good because you get to know the person that you are going to spend the rest of your life with. Yeah,
I think it's good if everybody's gonna be really genuine.
Just be genuine in the process of courtship. Be genuine. Be yourself. Yes, because then this then removes any issues early on in the marriage. Just be yourself. Let him learn you for you. You learn him for him. And
okay. But personally, why I say courtship, because you remember our topic that you can't have friendship as the opposite sex. This was my original.
Well.
It's impossible.
I was on the other end of the speech.
I still can't believe it can happen, because even me befriending her was only because I wanted to get to know her better. Yeah. Even though it was hidden, it was buried, it was suppressed, it was what, but in the back of my mind, I knew I was getting close, because at the end of the day, this is the picture I wanted to get.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. So some will be smooth about it, others will be rigid about it, others will, it's all dependent on whatever you feel works for you. So this worked for me to have friendship for 5 years, and then we advance from there going on.
Okay, so because now this is a special edition episode that we titled Green Flags, Red Flags, because it's airing in the month of love. People are celebrating. Joel is on fire right now. People are buying whatever.
Yes.
Roses and chocolates. So what would be like the green flags of a good guy or of a good lady, if you were to say, okay, I'm now thinking of settling down, what would you advise Jorim and a whole bunch of people, that I'm speaking for? Okay, what would we look into,
Can I go?
Yeah, definitely.
So and I'll say the most cliche one to our kingdom. Okay. And the first green flag for me is, and it's the major, like this is the ultimate green flag. Like this flag has to be present. If it's not, then what are we doing? We're not doing anything, right? Green flag if he not only knows God, but fears God. Knowing, we've come across people that say they know God based on they know where the church is.
They know the address.
They know that it's the church, and every once in a blue moon they visit church, and that doesn't count as a green flag for me, right? A person that has experienced God on a personal level. Then for me that's the major green flag, and we can start looking for other flags if you've got that.
Is there like a red litmus paper for that? There are Hollywood actors out here,
and that's the thing. But if I've got the Holy Spirit, I'm not going to look for the Holy Spirit in you and not have the Holy Spirit, right? Yeah. And I have the Holy Spirit and discernment. So no matter how much you can act up and do Hollywood, it has to resonate with my spirit man as well. And believe you me, if I'm talking to you and I say to God, no, but man, God, maybe there's something off here. Just please tell me, is there something off? Am I crazy? God will reveal it to me.
He will.
Then that's where it ends. So yes, Hollywood can happen, but I need to possess the Holy Spirit for real.
There are some
because we've got
Oscar
award winning
Leonardo
actors.
DiCaprio.
Yay. You've got those people that can cover and package really well, but Holy Spirit will let me know that okay, this is yeah.
For me, I think it should be the same, because it's like, when it's being taught even by our Father that do not be equally yoked with an unbeliever. So that ultimately becomes like the first and the highest most thing you would look for in a partner. That do they believe in God? Do they know God? Do they fear God? Because there's something important also that happens in marriage, is that sometimes we have our own patterns and thoughts and ways, and what actually keeps us united or keeps us from hurting each other is the fear of God.
Yeah.
You get? So even sometimes when I want to do something and I'm like, God. You get it? It's not even because I'm doing it for her, but
for the
God,
sake of God. Fear of God.
Of the Lord, and in regard and respect of God, that okay, if I do this, then it will affect my relationship with God
as well,
and even her relationship with God.
Yeah.
Is there another green flag?
Okay, just to touch base on this green flag, right? And the reason why I'm saying this touch base on this green flag is because when people refer to our relationship a lot, they speak post I'll call it trauma. Post the big bang, boom, the big boom in our lives.
A special episode for that.
That is that needs.
I'm always going to document that.
Really,
we'll do that separately.
That is a whole session on its own, right? But prior to that, this is where I think we both have the God green flag. I when he said, listen, I've got these feelings and these are my intentions. Prior to all of that, he was a person that I had a spiritual competitiveness towards. I'm naturally slightly competitive for the good things, right? But he was my mark. I'm like, this man, he's so devoted, so hungry, he's so on fire, he's so zealous. And I'm like, no, we got all be on fire. You're not going to be the only one. So prior to everything else, his God and him, being a God-fearing man. Yeah, what happened afterwards, guys? Let's forget that part, right? But instantly, the God factor in him, green flag. Next green flag.
That's dope. Because I thank you for actually guys giving us like what you're saying, like why. Because I was asking when I ask you why you guys saying that is supposed to be the number one thing. So for you guys explaining it, that's dope. Yeah. Because we always hear God fearing men, but
why? Yeah.
What you say that it sustains everything.
It does.
Even if you want to step outside.
God.
God first.
But is there any other green flag that you might want to highlight before we go to the red flags?
Okay, another really major green flag for me, because I'm a lover girl. My partner has to have love. He has to have love in him.
Define that though.
He needs to understand the concept of love. Love has so many sub-compartments, right? Love is considerate. Love is selfless. Love is I'm not going to go into the biblical version of what love is, but I believe so much in a person having the love of God. And love as love is a concept. Whether we say it's of God, yes, it's got some variations, but it's still love in its core. It's a major green flag for me. I'm strong on the outside, very strong on the outside, but on the inside, I'm soft as. So I require love, and I require a person who loves me. Like we've heard people say, he doesn't have to love me as long as he just provides. No, sorry, not for me. He can do both, please. You get me? Like, he can do both. But can he love me for me?
But side by though, the one for providing, like if we had to stack it up in number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where would it be?
5 being what? The highest or the lowest?
Like the 5 green flags.
Yeah. Where does providing come in?
Providence come in number what?
3.
3 after love.
After. Yeah, we'll give it a nice 3 or 4, but that's only because I've progressed and we've checked those basic boxes. Then obviously, because it's a part of life and life structure, providence then has to come in, but it's not the forefront. It really isn't the forefront.
I think even relationships can survive without provision.
Right?
They can survive because you
How?
do get families that don't have that quality provision. They don't have a source of income, but they're still able to get by as a family, raise their children, depend on support, whatever other provisions.
I think we can be content. We can be content if love, if provision is not. No, provision has to be there. No,
it is important.
I'm not saying that. Okay,
provision is very much.
When we say provision, let's look at it from this angle. When young Nolundi is choosing a man, does he has to consider that as like, okay, if I have all of these 4 things and providence is not in the equation, will she walk away or she stay?
But the thing is, provision at that stage should look different.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at this man that has these intentions. What is his plan? He's going to lead me and lead our household.
I think a plan is more important.
Yes, a plan. He might not have the billions there and then, right? But if I believe in his plan and the vision he has for me and our household, it's not a major thing. It's not a do or die. We would say, he has to have a 6-figure bank balance.
Because that's the problem we're having in this generation when we're talking about providence. They now have thinking, because there was one time we had this thing at our youth and there was this saying, someone said, you cannot marry someone based on potential.
Oh, yes, you can.
So it was like, I don't know. That was a major cut because everybody was like,
I feel like it's heavily influenced by social norms.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna have the same stories, right? I'm not gonna. You're not gonna get married to a ready-made man. And and then everybody gets married to a person who was a billionaire on his own and he's on his own. Some of us are going to have to go through the journey with our partners to there. Oh no, our partners are going there. I tell my husband all the time that he's going to be a billionaire. And when he is there, I'm going to max him out at that level. But because I understand that he's got a vision, he's got a plan for me and my household, then we can work towards that.
I think that's one of the problems we have in the church.
Yeah.
Ladies, what Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk pull up on the front.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the issues. Now, you can go back to your love concept. Sorry, just said to
Oh yes, no, but that's just it. Like love is such a green flag. I want to be loved. I need to be loved, and love brings out the best in me, in me as an individual, and the both of us. One thing about my husband is he's I call him a gentle giant because he's got the height of a giant and he looks all, but when it comes to me, then the gentle aspect comes in, and then and that's how he brings out the best in me. On that basic concept of I love this person, he considers me, he's selfless. If he has, and I'll put it in money terms because we're just talking about the money aspect, but if he's got 10,000 rands, my husband will easily give me 8. But he'll give me 8 in stages because that's how we've grown. That's how we've grown to figure out life.
Once a week.
Because I'm a hectic spender, so he won't give me the 8 at once. But the concept of him being able to say, "I'll give you the world," if I had it, I'd give you the world, and I'll just sit in a little section and hope that you include me.
I'd like to nitpick something. You say that you are more of a spender. It's like you know what? You take.
He's more conscious.
Yeah. So that
and don't say stingy. That's
conscious.
He's conscious.
Careful.
Yeah.
Calculated. Yes.
I wanted to say, okay, in that whole equation of choosing someone, how do you nitpick compatibility? Because that's a compatibility.
It's a compatibility thing.
This guy is like more conservative.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like money in the end. How does that come into the equation of choosing a partner? Your compatibility. What are the things you should just go flip?
But so when it comes to compatibility, sir, you have to understand yourself first.
Self-awareness.
You need to know your strength. When I say strength, I also speak of things that like are strong. Your characteristics that are strong. Like, for example, my wife, she can spend. She's the type of person that she's not afraid to use money. You get it? And that's a good quality in some cases. You get it? It's a really good quality because things I would hesitate to do, she would just do them.
Yeah.
And then we'd find a way, and God will always provide, sacrifices that maybe I would take 2 months to make. She would make them in 1 month, in 1 week.
I know a brother that used to keep his money in the pocket. This brother never used to. He said, I don't like spending money. Like, his brother would have the money. Like, even the salary will always be like,
yeah. So that's a I would like to call it a strength. So you understand your characters, and then you also look at your weaknesses, things that you're not so strong in. For example, maybe you're not really big on church. You okay with not going to church, and stuff like that. So you put all your qualities and your weaknesses, if you can, write them down. And then when you are looking for a partner, you're looking for somebody that will help you in your weaknesses and also assist you with
elevate your strengths. Yeah.
Because you do need assistance with the strength as well. Because as much as, yes, she can just freely spend and not mind give to anybody anything. At some point, I'm like, hey,
Hold up.
you want to spend your limit this month. You want to
Come
spend your
back.
limit this week. You get it?
Let's take a pause.
And then think about yourself. You still got work next week. You still got this next week. You get so that's the calculated part of me. But at the same time, she compliments me because now where I would calculate and overthink something, she'd be like, no, let's just do it. There's no need to think about it. So you write them down and then you assist and then you look for somebody that is compatible to that. And compatibility is very important in marriage.
Yeah.
It is highly, highly important because marriage can't survive unless you are compatible.
Compatible. Yeah.
Not the same. You know, some people think because me and my wife have like similar characteristics. We laugh at the same things.
So there must be like those similar things.
You
Yeah,
have to,
yeah.
you have to have a common ground.
To relate,
You
like
have to common
relation.
ground so that because remember also we were friends before we got married.
Because there's always the saying that it has to be black and white.
No, it doesn't have to.
So relationships also differ. We're not gonna just say every relationship has to be like us. Relationships differ. Ours was based on friendship. Others could be based on church, arranged marriage, whatever. But the whole key principle is that
Arranged marriage is
it happens. It happens.
I took a breath in for 2 seconds. Arranged.
It happens.
But it happens.
Yeah, you
Yes.
find yourself in marriage, and then because you're in, there's no way out. You get
Yeah.
Once you're in, you're in. You stay. You fight to make it work. And I think even we were talking about this with Jorem that regardless whether it's the will of God or not, whether it was based on arrangements or based on you feelings and love, you've still got work to do at the end of the
Yeah.
day. You work on your relationship. You guys have to make it work. You guys have to find what works for the both of you. You get
because I think we were saying this generation is that we for someone who isn't settled down like me, we are focused on finding the right
person. Yet
not forgetting
on
that there's you have to still make it work. So
There's
we're
other
basing on that.
processes,
Okay, because B is the right person, everything.
Then it should be perfect.
Not knowing that there's the whole.
There's work that goes
Needs to
into
be
it.
done.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about the relationships that it has to be compatible, and the compatibility is very much important. And thank God I have this one.
Okay, moving on now, because time might not be on our side. I want to get to the red flags. If we get time, we'll come back to the green flags. And if you do have any green flags, any more questions, just put them in the comment section. We might do round 2 if you guys like it.
Yes.
Red flags. Red flags.
Okay. And I want to be controversial. I don't know why I want to be controversial, but that's a trait I have, right? Okay, before I'll give you 2 red flags. And the first one is because it's the first green flag was majorly on it. So red flag, you don't know the door to the church, you don't know God. Red flag. We cannot, while you are still introducing yourself, my brother, there's no conversation that can progress from there. And not even from a judgmental point, because another person will be like, oh, but that's so judgmental of you. But only because I understand where I am in my life and what I'm looking for my personal preference is a life partner of mine needs to know God. So obviously, if that's a big green flag for me, it's also a major red flag for me if you don't have God. Personal preference, guys. Personal preference, right?
What if this brother just got born again last year? I mean, like within the beginning of the year.
Born again. Yeah. Concept of being born again.
Last year, he's a novice.
A novice, everyone's. Yes. So ultimately, it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't really matter how long or newly born again the person is. Concept is this person now knows Christ and is navigating their relationship with Christ. And then you can become a candidate should you have intentions.
So spiritual maturity is not like
no. This person
is a novice pastor. You mean like
it counts it counts because the way we advance as individuals is not the same. Right, you'll find a person who gets born again today, and because of the level of commitment to their relationship and their revelations of Christ, they can advance faster than a person who's known God for the last 10, 15 years.
And for me, why I say it does count. However, it's a different point on its own. So being born again is one point. Being mature is
another point on its own. Yeah.
I said spiritual maturity on specifically that one purpose, because sometimes when we in our faith, some people are judged because of their maturity in faith. Okay, he's still in office, but they're not looking at the fact that the person has turned around and they're gonna become something.
And there are people that we think are mature, yet they are on their way out.
Backslide.
They're on their way. They're going the opposite direction.
That happens. That does happen.
And so that red flag is important. The opposites. But for me, from a female perspective, I think number one is discipline.
For who? For the dude.
From me as the guy, when I'm looking at a female.
The lady should be disciplined.
Number one red flag is indiscipline.
Indiscipline.
If she can't handle discipline, keep herself, even before God or anything like that, she just has to be a lady, bro.
When you say define that, I mean, like, you need
pick that out. Like, give us maybe a little scenario, like. Because remember, you don't know the person like that. You're looking at them from a distance or interacting with them. Like, what are the red flags of indiscipline?
Indiscipline, like maybe, I don't know. It's not. I can't put it in simple words, but it has to do with being able to keep yourself.
Are you talking about dressing, attitude?
Yes. What else?
The way they
maybe your relationships with other people.
Relationships with other people, especially other men. So when I'm watching a woman that I want to take, I'm looking how she relates with other men, how other men relate with her. Do they see her as or do they see her as a sister? Do they see her as somebody that's valued?
They respect
their, circle. You get. So I'm looking at that as well. I'm not just gonna be like, hey, let's go. You look good. Let's go. For me, discipline is number one. For me, indiscipline is number one red flag. If she's not disciplined, my brother, just even if she's Christ-like or whatever, just hold your horses a bit. Let her work on that first, because even with Christ, she will crush you to the ground. Yeah. For me, if she's indisciplined.
Hectic.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a hectic red flag.
Too deep. Let's go.
Some guys are like, nah.
Yeah. Somebody is like, wow. I need to go back to the drawing board. But anyways,
I think you had a second one.
Second red flag. Okay, I think I've lost the one that I had in the back of my mind. Okay, let's shift this one from where it is. Ne? So this is not my second. Just take this as my fourth red flag.
Okay.
Maybe third, because you missed the.
I missed one. I forgot the one.
Come back.
I was going to come back. So let's take this as my third red flag. A person that doesn't have, and I know I'm going to be bashed for this, but a person that doesn't have good relationships with their immediate family, or then I'll say like their parents or mom or dad. Someone once said to me, hear me out. Someone once said to me, the way a man treats his mother is more or less likely how he'll be able to treat you as his wife. Late on, maybe not in the beginning stages, because beginning stages are nice, right? But later on, when he's comfortable around you as wifey and that's secured, the character traits that you just, I mean, we know we've got parents, and the old generation have a lot of things to work on. You know, they've got trauma characters, and it's a lot that influence who our parents are, right? And we give them grace for that. But just the bare basics, even in just relation, kuluma, like if this man can shout, swear at, lift a finger, with their mom, that for me is no. Because then what happens to me as your wife? That person birthed you for and had you in their stomach for 9 months and birthed you. And if you can lift a finger or swear at, regardless of your frustrations, guys, our parents, yes, but if you can do that, then that's no. That's horrible, because I don't have faith in your ability to be kind and gracious towards me, even when we don't see eye to eye. A strength of our relationship is, even when we don't see eye to eye, you're not trying to attack that person and break them down to get your point across. Even though you're in the right or in the wrong. I'm going to say, like, you're not trying to maximize on the opportunity to hurt and break that person. Consideration, even in disagreement, is a massive thing. So if you and your
right,
and when you're right, you wanna. So let me not just limit it to your relationships in terms of your parents and immediate family, but in general, if I see that when you are right, you go all the way to hell, red flag. No, literally, it's you going all the way to hell to show that you are right. No.
Nah, it's not. Okay, I think, I don't know, maybe this can help you remember what you wanted to say. You said, yes, is this the controversial one?
Yeah, yes, it just came back. Ding, ding, ding. And let's also put this, I don't want to put it so close to number 2 and 3 because it's so controversial, but I'm just being controversial for controversial sakes. A stingy man. Yo, hey. That's how I'm saying it's controversial. Like,
it's polarized, because you would just say another thing.
That's why I'm saying it's controversial, because a man that has calculations and awareness is different from a stingy man, guys. A stingy man is the person, yes.
Even if they have.
Even if you have abundance.
Yeah.
No, there's no ways. Being calculated is because you're assessing current situation, you're assessing what's going to happen, you're planning ahead, right? So we get you being calculated, we call it being aware, right? Stingy means you've calculated that we're good.
Yeah.
Like, we're really good. Like, no matter what we do, our finances are stable, we're great, we're good. But still, even in abundance, you're struggling to let go. Aka gom, that's what we say. We say that in Igbo slang. Aka gom, meaning that the money, you have bubble gum, money, and then you just stick the money in your hand in your palm with bubble gum, and that's we can't work. No, we can't work. Red flag.
Yo, I feel the ladies that are watching are like, yes.
Tell them. I was going to say, clock it. No. He needs to have an ability. If there's abundance and some leeway, allow us to spend.
I 100% agree. Stingy man, no.
Yes.
However,
I knew he was going to say something.
No. However,
he didn't say but, he said however. That's good.
I do feel like a woman should also contribute to helping the man become valuable.
Well, that's a very strong point. I understand what you were saying, but I think for
like from which perspective?
Because women are easily saying men are stingy, they don't want to spend, they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that. But however, she's not also equipped and ready to help him, acquire that and become that.
But my love, that's further on. That's some red flags. We're assessing when we're looking at perspective, are we not?
Yeah.
That's further on. That's further on. I'm going to add to you. Like I'm going to add to you in future. We're just speaking about perspective now. Now that you are
to say stingy, but you don't even have a bed you are sleeping on, bro.
No. Hi, Wo. Your beef smells. No.
The money you had, you spent it on nothing, bro.
No.
One time I was watching one clip, it said, hey, what one red flag part, I said, if she's showing you.
No.
Basically, this is not an attack on women, but this is me saying, you also as a woman contribute to him to allow him to be able to spend on you.
And I agree, Sando-sam. It's a point. I agree, right?
Invest in the guy.
But I'm not
and
gonna
let the guy also invest in you.
I'm not investing in you in the beginning. You want me.
So that means
you and it's he who finds, you are trying to find me.
okay.
So in your finding, yes, a part of the in the long list of the things you're going to do.
What is stingy is it's on a man. Then what is it called on a woman? If a man is stingy,
conscious.
what is it called on a woman? Because you are saying a man is stingy for not giving you money, but a woman.
No, but what I'm not gonna give you money as a woman, as a man for. What am I giving you money for in the beginning stages?
Pastor White was saying, give me
not give me money.
Yeah.
But you should also show that you are what's the term?
Reciprocative.
Not reciprocal. What's the term we use in church when you are a giver? You're generous.
Generous.
That you have a generous hand.
But you know
some
that
women are not inside the house. Hey, we've seen situations that the guy is cracking his head, but you have
like
something
one
that you.
guy was telling me that even when he gives his wife money, she'll go spend it on other things, and then she'll still say there's no food for grocery.
Oh, that's hectic.
So you get, so it's like we saying men are stingy, then what are women?
No, but my love, you guys are speaking about advanced.
That's to balance
You guys
out.
are speaking about advanced relationships.
I mean, like when you're still in courtship, you can buy me a perfume. I don't know.
I can buy you a perfume
Not
if
the-
you.
No, the woman.
I know, but I
The
can.
woman will say, "Give me the money to buy you a perfume."
Well, that's also possible.
Okay.
But that's a good trait to have. It's a good trait to have. If you give me money and I save the money and buy you something,
okay.
that's really it's a good trait to have.
In that manner.
It's a really good trait to have. But I'm speaking in terms of if you show me love and you've got the capacity to, it's not a rumor, it's not a cut off if you don't. But if you've got the capacity to show me love using material things and money, then do it, right?
Okay.
And then now if I'm reciprocative of your love
vice versa.
and I'm receiving your love, I will definitely, in a woman, give a woman a house. What does she do? She makes it a home. It's in us. It's innate in us to take what we get and multiply that and give it back, right? So show us that you have the ability to give us something to multiply. Oh, bars. Bars. Yeah? Show me that you... No, I can. Angikho stingy sando sam ngizokunikeza ukuthi and I believe ukuthi because of this you can multiply that, but a stingy red flag. Red.
I do agree. A man that's stingy is a red flag.
I would just say that to that though. I feel like in the day and age we are, I think obviously now the problem that we have with this discussion is it's not that sometimes men are not stingy. It's just that maybe she's expecting more because she's seeing other things online. Maybe I can't afford what you're asking, but at my level, I can do this. Maybe you should appreciate that. When I have more, I can do more. But because you saw and saw having more, now it's like, you're not at that level.
That's different.
No. This is happening.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
These are things that are happening.
No, see with that, then now there are other factors in play. This is why this process of courtship needs two genuine people, because I want what works for us and the both of us genuinely. If I'm still at the stage where I'm comparing what we have with what my neighbor has, then how much do I really want this? Do you get me? Okay. When what I'm simply asking for is at the level that man currently is in, he just needs to show that he's willing to give you his world.
I think that's the issue now. Accepting the man at his level.
Yes.
So that whatever that happens in terms of reciprocal,
you understand.
Yeah.
For others, we've experienced hard situations.
Yeah.
We've experienced being a cash strained and whatever. I don't like the word broke. I don't like those kind of like connotations, right? But we've experienced being financially strapped. And even in being financially strapped, there are little things that used to give me joy. My husband coming home with a slab of chocolate. My husband coming home with and I still enjoy that. You should know this. I still enjoy that.
I was like, I'm always speaking game. Like,
I need to get this. You know, it's those little things where he's at with what he has. He can still show you he loves you, even if it means that he's showing "Would I love you" by a handwritten card. That is so much love. It might not be so much love according to the society standards of he should give you 50 roses and blah, 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 blah. But that for me is so much love. Take him at the level in which he's at and grow.
Yeah, so like right now it's Valentine's. They are killing themselves out here. Some of them.
Also, I have a question for my wife.
Okay.
My wife. This is concerning ladies,
Wow.
I'm not a rose guy, sir. I'm not a flower guy. I just don't do it. Okay. Does this mean my love for you is less if I don't buy you flowers or roses?
No, doesn't mean that your love for me is less. But remember, in this, the world refers to it so much when it speaks about love languages.
Okay.
Right? If my love language includes gifts and specifically flowers, it's not you, but because you love me and you enjoy seeing me happy, then you buy those flowers because it's a love language, right?
Got you, bro.
But he's saying he doesn't do flowers. On Valentine's Day, he bought me a red bouquet of roses. So this simply means that he's not a flowers person.
I don't like buying flowers.
He's naturally not a flowers person. He doesn't have to be, right? But because he noticed or saw that, hey, maybe my wife likes flowers now and maybe flowers will make her happy, then you went and got me flowers. And that's sweet. And that's what relationships are.
I'll tell you so off camera what is the equivalent of flowers to a guy. I'll tell you off camera.
Then I want to hear that. I want to hear what the equivalent. But you get what the ethos is it may not be you, but because you see how much joy it brings
to the person.
Like are we allowed to speak about our personal things, right? Your thing about perfumes all of a sudden. The specific perfume that you like so much. Like your face comes alive when you see this perfume. So I might not be I am a perfume girly, but I may not be a perfume girly. But because I see what it makes you feel and I love you and I love seeing you in that state, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get the perfume.
That's what I'm talking about. Some girls don't think like that. They're like, hey, if you're stingy, what?
No, takes two to tango.
It's actually like a vice versa thing, you know? Because if I give her something and I'm like, hey, this is for you, she's not just gonna spend it all on herself. She'll also be like, okay, let me just buy something for him. Or even if she has her own, she might not give me physical money and say, hey, this is 1,000 in your account, or here's hard cash. She'll be like, okay, I just got this perfume for you, or I got this for you, or I was on my way coming home and I bought this for you. You get so that's what I'm talking about. That it's also a red flag from the guy's perspective when I can give a girl 100 rand and she's not gonna think about how to divide it so that it works for everyone. You get, she's just let me take it in for myself and eat it alone. Because that also kills marriage, sir. That does kill marriage when the man feels like he's overburdened with all the work and he has to do all the providing, which is very much true. The man does provide, but the woman has to help him in the provision that, okay, let's make this
work. What you bring to the table, for sure.
So vice versa. So women, it's not just about receiving only, but actually multiplying what you receive.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, you still have any red? I think you mentioned your own red flags, Pastor. You never did give us any.
I did. Indiscipline was number one. Number two was this one where I'm talking about. I don't know what they call it for women because they said men are stingy.
So whatever we term it for women.
It's a synonym, right? It's like similar.
Yeah. When a synonym.
For women,
Yes.
so that's what I'm talking about. Stingy woman.
we find a new term for that, but anyways.
And then number three for me would be a woman that a red flag would be a woman. Okay, can I start with the green flag first? Because a green flag for me was having a wife that had experienced like a prior relationship. Like, for example, see their parents in marriage, or seeing their grandfather in marriage, or seen or lived with people that were married for quite some time. So for me, a green flag was somebody that was raised in a home with two parents.
And love was present.
Two guardians.
You can call it guardians, whatever it is.
Where love is present, right?
Yeah. Where love is present. Because for me, it was also a red flag to say, hey, I want somebody that had only one parent or that was raised by a single mother.
So I'm only saying this because we have discussed about your past life. On other many podcasts. Is it because you were looking for where you were coming from, and you're like, I need someone who has a better picture than where I'm coming from? Was that intention?
Yes, that was my intention.
Okay.
Find somebody that has been raised by a mother and a father, or grandmother and a grandfather, somebody with that bloodline of being able to sustain a marriage. You get, because in my case it's not the same. You get, so I needed to break that pattern by joining something that has that grace of sustaining a marriage. So green flag for me was that, and then a red flag was getting somebody that has that mentality, feminine, what mentality?
Feminism.
Yeah, feminism is, I get.
It's okay.
I'm not
to some degree, it's okay.
It's okay,
Yeah.
but
It's hectic.
Hey, women are better than men, and what? That's a red flag for me.
A woman.
Once you as a woman, you wanna compare yourself to a man, it's already a red flag for me. Because
my love.
women have their own strengths and qualities.
But you know that up to my core, I've got a bit of a little touch of feminism. I think what you're referring to is a person who's willing to risk everything for that certain belief they have, risk their household because they firmly believe that if a man does this, leave him.
Okay, wait.
Are you referring to those kind of?
No. What I truly mean is, I want to use the word. I didn't want to use the word submission.
That's a better word actually.
A woman that can submit, but now
I think that's actually
it is a good term. So, but
it's one of those words, unfortunately, that is being forced in vision.
Yeah.
But it's actually a good thing.
But it's too broad for you to just say submission only.
But it's a good one. In this case, let's use submission.
6-7.
So a red flag would be a woman that can't submit.
That hasn't seen submission modeled.
Before, and then can't be able to. You get. I'm not saying that if you were raised by a single parent, that means you can't do it. You can still do it. You can, as long as you just have to make up your mind, study about it. It's more work to do on you. As a I think as a lady to do it, because you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it being done before. You get. So that's why for me a green flag was important, that she has seen it before. Where the father was struggling and couldn't provide, and the mother would be the one making ends meet, whatever the case would be. Where the father couldn't be able to do something, and the mother would be like, okay, it's fine, let's
do it this way.
They struggle, they live together, they stay together, until which is death do us part, whatever the case might be. For me, that was important. It is very important, a woman that can submit. If she can't submit, for me, it's a red flag. And I'm not talking about submitting just to you only. You get as a husband, it's like your family, your friends, your brothers. You get she has, when you take her in, she becomes a part of your family.
Yeah.
You know, you take away, yes, from the family, but she is part of your family. She needs to be able to respect your family. She needs to love your family as well.
I would like to hear from your point of like in that submission, because it's I know why he was avoiding.
I was running away from it
because it's also a bit controversial. Yes, my take on the submission in this aspect is, and I'm gonna speak for the woman. Okay, guys, I've got you. I've got you.
You better got them, because after this, it's gonna be home.
Me and you. I've got you guys. No, I've got you guys. In terms of submission, I always say, because I saw my parents and they modeled it. My mom was submissive to my dad, and where it started, and because of my understanding now, I can then break it apart. My dad loved, adored my mom. So it was inevitable for my mom to fully and easily submit.
I think for context sake, let me just, because God bless her soul, she passed away. Some people are like, they divorced.
No.
Stupid like that. You know, they'll be like,
oh, what happened? No. I'm using past tense.
Yeah.
I'm using past tense because, yes, God bless her soul. My biological mother passed away in 2014. And then that's what I'm referring to in this example. But my take is, my dad loved my mom so much that, and she's a strong one like me. She's a feisty one like me. She's a fireball. But when it came to my dad, she would just melt, and whatever my dad asks for, even though you'd see maybe there's some resistance, but because the resistance overpowers this feeling of this man loves me, I easily submit. The Bible is not wrong by staging it the way it does, because you give me love. If you show that you love me, number one, it means you're considerate of me. You care for me. Your best, my best interests you have at heart. Then I'm not gonna fight against. What am I fighting against? You know, like submitting to you is it's easy. Obviously, because we are human beings. And in marriages, there's a lot of unlearning and learning and letting go of and adapting and whatever. But it's easier for me to submit to you because I know that you love me so much. It's not a war. Guys, there's no war here. You guys are building together. You can easily submit. And I promise you, once your partner loves you and you submit to them because they love you and because of Christ, and you submit to them, they, in a ripple effect, treat you like a queen. Don't know if it makes sense.
It does, actually.
What about, I've heard ladies say that I cannot submit to him if he doesn't have a good vision. What does that have to do with
Well, when did you realize he doesn't have a good vision?
so if homeboy doesn't have a vision, so this is really a deep topic, and I really wanted to do a part 2.
Which we will.
Yeah. Let's do a part 2. No, I promise. Only if in the comment section you point some green flags, point some red flags, whatever you want us to discuss in part 2.
Yeah,
then I will.
Questions
too. If you want to unpack on anything you've heard in part 1, in the comments, remember, share, comment, and then we'll be back. And subscribe. Yes, subscribe.
Do the good stuff.
Do the good things, the good stuff.
Sharing,
and then we'll be back with part 20.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, relax. This is our podcast.
Oh my God.
We love you guys so much. And you know what it is, Pastor Wandile here.
Yes.
Celebrating Valentine's in a good way. Don't do what we wouldn't do.
Don't do what we didn't do.
What does that mean?
All right.
Don't do anything wrong. That's it.
All right, don't forget to comment and like and share and subscribe. And yes, we've got some good stuff. We're working on the newsletter. We're working on the relaunching the audio platform, because we know some of you want to just listen, not watching, doing stuff in the background. We're working on bringing on that. So on the next episode, more details will be available. We're signing out. Peace and love.
Before Jerem, also shout out to Mr. Greg, Pastor Greg, and
Mr. Greg is airing before the 7th of February. If you're seeing this before the 7th of February, please do get tickets for the Come Alive Experience Conference that is happening here in Durban in Pinetown. Mr. Greg is bringing people from all over South Africa.
It's a very powerful conference.
So see yourself there. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Love you. Joyful greetings. Bye.
Have a blessings. Yeah.